Welcome to Car Talk. This is not talking about cars, this is talking inside of a car. Today's topic is about the future of TV and movies. I've been thinking a lot lately about TV and movies and how they look an awful lot like music in the early 2000s. Meaning right now there's big piracy problems, Game of Thrones gets hacked, HBO, movies get hacked, released digitally, BitTorrent, the whole thing. So there's obviously a demand for this content, obviously, and there are paid versions available, but at this time people much more care for the free versions, which happen to kind of be legal, but regardless of that, so you have the demand for content, you have paid services available, which people are not a huge fan of, by and large speaking, and are trying to hang on to people, shifting towards illegal streaming options. Sound familiar? Napster, the early other file sharing protocols of the early 2000s, back when I was in college, it was all the rage. Kazaa, LimeWire, all these things. And then what happened? 10 years later, companies started emerging, your Apple Music, your Pandora, your Spotify, that made a free and a premium version that made sense to people. People realized if I could pay $10 a month to consume whatever content I want on my terms, that's something I want. And right now, lots of media companies have their own offerings, Netflix, HBO, Hulu, different things like that, but a lot of them are 10 or 20 bucks a month a piece. And if you combine all those together for what you want, you're easily talking 80, 90, 100 bucks a month. Too much for what most people are going to want to spend. And if you had some middle service to aggregate that content together for maybe 30 bucks a month, people would sign up like that. Because if you could pay 30 bucks a month to watch any TV show, any movie you wanted on your terms, people would do it in a heartbeat. And now getting that together is no small feat, because lots of these companies have wildly over bloated budgets for lawyers and lobbying and deep pockets. So that's no easy task, but that doesn't change the fact that I think that's going to happen in a while. 5-10 years, something's going to emerge that's going to be kind of like Spotify is now for TV and movies, or at least TV or movies. Because right now the system is in such a place that people want the content. They don't like commercials. Who does? They don't like having to sign up for some bloated service with 8 channels they don't like for the one show they do want to watch. And as soon as you get something that makes sense to people, if you could say, oh, the TV package, which is kind of like Spotify, almost every song ever, you could stream it at a fingertip. That's appealing for 10 bucks a month. If you could tell somebody you're going to pay 30 bucks a month, but every show ever made, you can stream on your terms when you want without commercials, I think it'd be a success. And people might charge 30 as well for movies. I know Netflix has it, but let's be honest, their movie selection is not fantastic. They got a wide variety, but it's far from comprehensive. So if you had people pay 30 bucks a month for just about every movie ever made on their fingertips, no commercials, stream it on TV, phone, tablet, the whole deal, people would do that too. And I think that's where it's going, because people will switch to paid options when they become convenient, efficient, a better value, better save time, save effort, save all these things. People will pay. That's what happened with Spotify. That's what happened with Apple Music, Pandora, all these things. When a paid option is competitive and viable, people will do it. And that's why right now the industry for TV and movies looks an awful lot like the industry for music in the early 2000s and the late 90s. And I think they're going to eventually have to shift, and a player or 2 or 3 big names probably, because it's going to take deep pockets and resources, but a big player is going to emerge that are going to aggregate this different content, TV and movies, into 1 or maybe 2 services that can reach everything in an efficient, nice manner. And people will pay for that. People will pay for time, convenience, quality. People will pay for that if it makes sense and if it's viewed as a value. People will pay. And that is the future of TV and movies. Car Talk, Tyler Douthit.